Welcome aboard, welcome back. This here is Callie Jack, and this is How Not to Game with Callie Jack. We're going to take and do a little road work here. I made a mistake and clicked on it. What we're going to do now is build the intermodal section, where we're going to actually have a road section for a lot of the oil wells to deliver to if they're close by on this. Do my two there. That'll get us good. The gravel for now will upgrade the road after we get it put in. Let's go ahead and put in our two docks. This is How Not to Game with Kelly Jack. I'm Kelly Jack, the gaming host here. This is episode 62 in our semi-trans sessions called the Devil's Towers Fixit 1969 game. So I've got the formalities out of the way. Welcome aboard. And let's see what we can do here. Now I am going to put 3 docks to take an unload at, and we will let it do a choose of both ways so that it can choose which one it's going to go at. Oh, unpause the game. I paused it because I saw that it might go haywire. And with that done, now it's time to dispatch a truck. So our fastest route to get a truck out here does appear to be from the satellite yard. So go to the satellite yard. We're just going to grab 2 of those oil trucks, and we're going to call this the first things first. What do we decide to name that? Dead Larry Test Well. All right. So now I know what I'm going to call the trail. It's going to go from there to there. 100% load. And that's the crude oil relay. Copy them because I have a feeling this is going to take off on us. Even though that's a nice short run, now we can upgrade to cobblestone road into the things, and same here. There we go. At least with cobblestone, they'll take and have a good run. May not be the high speed run we want, but it's good. All right, let's see what else we can do. We've got 2 different refineries. This one is the one that looks like the easiest to tie in, so that's what I'm going to tie in first. So I'm going to set up my, yeah, I am sounding a lot more energetic today. That cold finally got kicked. I have passed my healthy test that I administer to myself to show that I am healthy to myself. Seriously? Yeah, it's going to do that to me. Okay. Too long of a stretch. Do some blasts out here, take and clean things up, clear that guy out because he won't be needed. Clear those guys. That road's useless for now. We are starting to finally see some growth in Pollingby. And then we can take and do continuation of the rail line as a double here, and eventually we will be speeding this up because oil does need to move a little bit faster than garbage. I don't mind this being on a single line spur out for right now because I'm only going to be running 1 tanker train initially. Again, we can take and dispatch out at Old Scratch, where we do have now a rail depot. My voice sounds a lot different once I get that frog out, doesn't it? And let's see how many of the big tanks we can put behind it. That's the 5. We're going to run it with 5. May not seem like a lot, but that's actually fairly decent for this short of a run. Now, we do need to take and tell it where to go. So we are going to actually use waypoints. I want you to come up this line, up to here, and then we're going to take and do a cross connect here, where we're going to put a train waypoint right there, then to here. Now he'll deliver in to, we'll go to that one for delivery. 100% our load, and then go back out. And we want to, again, force him to go back out the way we want him to do it. And that's good. Now, we have not named the Pineville oil field yet. So we're going to call this Lonely Basin Crude. And this will become the Lonely Twins Oiler, because it's going to the Twin Refinery. And that way, once the other refinery picks it up, we just have to add a train for capacity. Launch him out, and he's up and running. We do need to get some signaling in. So we're going to close the road, close the special, close the depot for a moment, and we'll close lists because it's going to be in the way, and also close landscaping. Get just standard for now. And that will upgrade that section of rail. Over here, we're already good. This guy, he's going to take and clear. We may have to go through and unchoose. But by having waypointed him across this section of rail, we'll get around the junction oil and gas yard that way. All right. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull this guy off here. And because I did tell him to utilize in here, if I remember right, we're good to go. He won't try to use this one. And to make certain he doesn't use it for the return trip, we'll do it that way. But he should be dispatching fairly quickly. That SD is a pretty fast train and pretty powerful. Looking at the other one, which is this guy, again, we're lucky, right on spot. So now comes the hard part. Do we build it up and just build a quick terminal yard? Or do we do this as a turn yard where he comes in, turns around, comes back out? That's a tough call, isn't it? You know what? I like the idea of a turn yard. So we're going to raise ground and isolate out that bay. Okay, so we're going to take and do our 2 rail sections here for the item for our yard. We're only going to hook one initially. We can always hook the other one separately later. And then we're going to bring him right back in. Right like that. Which gets us a good connection. Doing that to take and block him on the backside. There's our connects. Drop in just one platform for now. 5-space platform. And we're going to take and launch in yet another. We're going to bring him in this way into the yard. Mainly because that other way is going to be a long way around. So that's a good settle down, and I think we need to change the name here. I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of these in the Dunes Flats, which is what I'm kind of calling this. Once you see something pop up like this, eventually down the road, you'll see another one pop up nearby on the oil fields. So we'll have more Dune Flats coming in. All right, same thing. Let's take and find ourselves the fastest dispatch, which will, for this one, be right here. And again, we're going to do an SD. This time, I am leaning towards a different setup, though. Actually leaning towards this setup. I've got about 19 years, 20 years of operation time on this setup. That lets us pull 6 cars at 73 on the main line. Not a good speed for the main line, but at the same time, it's a temporary speed. We will fix that. All right, so we're going to have to take and set him up to take and do the right way. And we do need to take and start considering double lining this because there's just too much traffic coming along here now. So we'll double line this section and then double line both sections in here to get us a much better setup. And I think we're going to start that right away. So let's do the groundwork there. This groundwork is good. This is the next spot we have to do some groundwork at. And we'll actually have to pull over a little bit. So we're going to come up, do a slight jog, a hard turn into, and then we will need to take and do a fast blow right here to end that out in a different manner. Putting him there, give us a midpoint and a midpoint to clear. Now we just need to connect in this. There's our good connection there. Again, we do have to take and do a clean, so we're going to clean the intersection line. Move our signal to here. Take out that signal. Now we should be good. We're set, and we need to take and do this stretch here. Like that. Again, signaling needs to be appropriate. Once this guy's cleared, do a blast on that one just to clean up that junction to a cleaner junction. There he is. We're now set and ready to go. This can take and start running. a much cleaner, smoother throughput. And we now tell it to add a stop, and then you're going to come into here and go to this one right there. 100% load is set, so we're good. Now the return trip, same thing. We've got to tell him to utilize the routing we want the train to use. And the reason is our engineers are extremely lazy. They want to take and do it for as little as they can, but at the same time, they are not uh, self-sacrificing enough to take and crash into each other to do it. Thank goodness. All right, so this is going to become flats and twins boiler. Close him out. He'll be running. Now we can speed up coming out of our juncture there. And I don't mind having a speed in so that he can maintain higher than 55. I don't mind slowing him down inside the yard, but that's different. So we got 2 more oil trains, some oil trucks going. Now we need to start thinking about getting the return stroke, which is the where this is going to. So that press yard is where we need to head to next, which is Baden-Bucks. So let's go to Baden-Bucks for a second. Yep, we've got a connection. Now we just got to take and build the connection across, and I'm just going to fast line it over, slight jog, and bring him in the right spot. There we go. Clean up that line a little bit. Park a single switch on him for right now. We may double switch this down the road depending upon the out, because we've got to find out where Baden-Bucks delivers to. And that's going to be next. All right, we've got it pretty much set up. This is How Not to Game with Callie Jack. Just got to get that train and start delivering things to these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll have the outbound after a minute. So let's go ahead and start delivering ink. So we're going to come over to here, grab the old depot. We're just going to run an SD with some box cars on it. And I'm thinking I'm just going to stick with the 120 click. I don't have a high-speed train, so down to 108, 90 to 108, that's a good speed for this guy. We're going to come back over to here, picking up at the white. And again, we've got to tell him, how do we want you to route? So I want you coming out this way, this way, here, here, back this way, then to here, then on in. Now we do need to do our signaling for the in throat so that that double line functions until you get up to here so that these guys can keep functioning. We're also going to put a signal right there for the paper mill, which we need to take and start functioning on shortly. We're going to take the station out and train up, build the consists for the train next, and then deliver, make certain we're at 100% for the pickup. Coming back out, same routing, Want him to take this routing so that he avoids causing that kajang up that occurs when you try to run too many things through spots where they can't go through. All right, that should get us good. Bring him down to here, and if he can't find it from there, my engineers need to go back to school. And this is a, what did we call this one? That was Dead Larry. Seneca Chem. So this is going to become the ink boxer. And launch him in, and now we've got him going. So that's our 20-minute mark. That's our video today for this episode 62 now in the books. And thanks for watching. Hey, feel free to like, comment, whatever you want to do, share. It's up to y'all. I'm happy with whatever. I'm happy with just folks watching. Likes help, but you know, it's not like I'm making money on this, guys. Don't worry about it. Hey, have a better day than I'm having. So that's getting tougher with me recovering now.